Okay, welcome back. We are continuing. So I want you to give me the answers. What is the opportunity cost of combination B? The opportunity cost of combination B?
Of B.
Yes. This is our B. What is the opportunity cost? I see. Please repeat calculating combination D. Okay. The way I calculate combination D is the same way as combination A, B, C, E, and F when they say calculate combination. So if you understand the calculation of D, you'll be able to understand the calculation of others. I'm repeating. We are calculating the combination of the combination of D, right? The opportunity cost of combination D. I think B is 4 fish per day, then potatoes 5 kg. That is absolutely correct. Let me explain combination B for those who don't know. So combination D, or let's calculate for B. When we calculate opportunity cost, for each product, you are going to look to check. Firstly, you check the maximum value for each product. For fish, the maximum value is 5. For potatoes, the maximum value is 100. Right? That is the first point when you calculate opportunity cost. Whether for combinations or for products alone. So when we calculate opportunity cost for combination B, we will say the maximum for fish is 5. Therefore, we say 5 minus the value that you see here on this combination that we are supposed to calculate, combination B. It will be 5 minus 1, which is 4. So if this person, the maximum value are the potential maximum or the possible output that this farmer can be able to produce. Meaning that this person can be able to produce up to 5 baskets of fish. So how much, at combination B, we are saying how much, when you say calculate opportunity cost, how much of the basket of fish is this farmer going to lose if he decides to produce 1 basket? How much is he going to lose? It will be 5 minus 1. So this person will lose 4 baskets of fish per day. And that 4 is the opportunity cost of combination A, partially. Secondly, you come this side of potatoes. How much is this farmer going to lose? Remember, this farmer can produce up to 100 units or 100 kgs of potatoes per day. Now, when we say we calculate opportunity cost at B, we want to know how much the farmer is going to lose of potatoes per day if he opts to choose, or he opts to produce 95 units of potatoes per day. So it will be, the loss will be 100 minus 95. Then you will get 5 kgs of fish per day. So this person is losing 5 quantities of potatoes per day when he produced 95 of them, because he had an opportunity of producing a maximum of 100, but he decided to produce 95. Therefore, he loses 5 of them. Does it make sense now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let me see who asked the question in the chat room. The person who asked the question in the chat room, did you understand? Let me see. It's Tato. Tato, did you understand? Tebo, your answer is correct. And Busi, your answers are correct. But Busi, yes, you don't have to write combination B is 4, 5. You explain the opportunity cost of combination B is 4 baskets of fish per day and 5 kgs of potato per day. If you write 4, 5, you'll get it wrong. Does everyone understand? I hope you all understood. So you understood the combination parts. Now I'm introducing another one. If you did not understand the combination part, you are going to fail. So now let's calculate for one product. If they say, what is the opportunity cost of producing 3 baskets of fish per day? 3 baskets of fish per day, 3 baskets of fish per day, 3 baskets of fish per day, we come to I want to remove this. When we calculate for 3 baskets of fish per day, you are going to check. This farmer wants to produce 3 baskets of fish per day. When they say calculate the opportunity of producing 3 baskets of fish per day, your answer, the loss, should be in terms of the other product, which is potato. Meaning you are going to calculate the opportunity cost of potatoes, not of fish. Are we together? When they say calculate the opportunity cost of producing 3 fish, we want to know how much of the other product that is not fish are you going to lose? Right? Does it make sense?
Can you please repeat again?
Okay. When they say, now we are no longer calculating the combination, we are calculating the opportunity cost of one product. If they say, what is the opportunity cost of producing 3 baskets of fish per day? You go to your table, you check where there are 3 baskets of fish per day, and then your answer should be with respect to the opportunity cost of the other product. So meaning that it will be 1 mark for this one. So you are going to calculate opportunity cost of potatoes. It will be 100 minus 70, you get 30. Therefore, the opportunity cost of producing 3 baskets of fish per day is 30 kgs of potatoes per day. You respond in terms of the other product. You don't give us how much you are going to lose in terms of the product that is given there. Another example, what is the opportunity cost of producing 0 kgs of potatoes per day? You go to the column of potatoes and then you go to where there is 0. If they say the opportunity cost of producing 0 kgs of potatoes, you go to the row of 0 kgs of potatoes and then you calculate an opportunity cost in terms of fish. So 0 is in line with 5 baskets of fish per day. So you calculate for basket. So it will be 5 minus 5, which is 0. So an opportunity cost of producing 0 kgs of potatoes per day, meaning that we want to know the loss. How much is this person gonna lose? How much of fish is this person gonna lose when he opts to produce nothing, none of potatoes? He produces 0 potatoes. How much is he gonna lose of fish? He's going to lose 0 fish. Are we together? Because he's producing 5 baskets of fish per day, which is the potential, the maximum quantity that can be produced of fish. He's losing none of fish because he's producing the maximum capacity, the maximum output that is possible for fish. So the opportunity cost is 0 baskets of fish per day. Are we together? Should we calculate
Yes.
a combination? If they say calculate the opportunity cost of producing 85 kgs of potatoes, you go to that row of 85. That row of 85, and then you underline 85. You are not going to answer in terms of potatoes. You will answer in terms of fish. So you will use the value that is in the same line with potatoes, I mean, with 85 kgs of potatoes to calculate the opportunity cost. So the answer is 2. So you will say 5 minus 2. Therefore, the opportunity cost of producing 85 kgs of potatoes per day is 3 baskets of fish per day. This person is losing the production of 3 baskets of fish per day. This one you understood it. If you did not, yes. Okay, thank you. Then we can go to I'm sorry, I want to open the question paper for you.
Economics textbook with me.
Okay, I will share with you. It will be shared with you in the group very soon. This is your assignment question or question paper. I want us to start with 1.3. We will come back to 1.1. So we are going to calculate this. I'm not going to answer 2.2 with you. Develop and explain the traditional circular flow diagram and illustrate the interdependence between the sectors. I'm not going to explain this. You know where to get it. So I gave you that 10 marks. You will see how to go about it. So I'm not going to re-explain that. You already have 10 marks. Now, let's add 10 to these 22 marks here. So I'm giving you another 22, meaning by the end of this session, you will be having 32 out of 50, meaning you have 64%. You have passed. So it's 1.3. What is the opportunity cost of combination C? Before we actually calculate the opportunity cost of combination C, let's read. Use the following production possibility curve to answer the questions that follow. Combination A up to F. Show what do we call the combinations from A to F? You don't know. Okay. Combination A, B, C, D, E, F, and H. You also don't know. Combination H. You don't know.
Combination
H is ineffective.
Yes, one person at a time. We haven't yet started responding to the question. I want you to respond to mine. These are just my questions. Let me start afresh. A, B, C, D, E, F. What do we call those combinations? Economically.
Attainable and efficient combinations.
Very good, you are ready. Combination A, B, C, D, E, F, and H. What do we call it?
Attainable combinations.
Good. Combination G.
Unattainable.
Perfect. Combination H alone.
Inefficient and attainable.
Perfect. So that is what I mean. When they say, what are the economic meanings of this combination? That's what they want from you. So I guess at this point in time, you know what a Cartesian plane is. Those whom I taught statistics last year. Yes.
Which one is unattainable and inefficient?
No, we don't have unattainable and inefficient. We have attainable and inefficient, which is combination H.
Okay, thanks.
The reason we don't have unattainable and inefficient is because you will not know whether you are inefficient if you are unable to produce at that point. So at combination G, we all wish to operate here, but we will never operate here, meaning that we will never know whether this combination is inefficient if we can't reach it. That is why it's only unattainable. So that is what it is. So according to this Cartesian plane is, we have the dependent variable and the independent variable. And in the test, they will tell you, use cabbages as the independent variables and use tomatoes as your dependent variables. They will tell you. So in this case, the maximum for each product is 100. Can you see? So for tomatoes, the maximum possible output is 100. Even for cabbages, the maximum possible output is 100. So that is the point of departure. You should know, because we are going to use those values to calculate opportunity cost. So explaining each point, see, I'm gonna explain two of them. Combination A, the first point denotes the X value. You did math. Our programs do not register students who come with mathematical literacy. We need pure math. Therefore, those who did pure math, you know how coordinates are written. We start with an X and then we come to Y. It's X is to Y. Therefore, the value you see on the left-hand side of a semicolon is the X value, and it denotes the one on the horizontal plane, on the X-axis. And in this case, it will be 0, meaning that at combination A, the farmer is producing 0 heads of cabbages and 100 kgs of tomatoes. At combination D, the farmer is producing 60 heads of cabbages and 60 kgs of tomatoes. At combination F is 100 heads of cabbages and 0 kgs of tomatoes. That is very important. Now, what is the opportunity? Yes?
Do we have to conclude after each and every answer?
Yes, after each and every calculation, you interpret your findings. 1.3.1, what is the opportunity cost of combination B? I told you, the marks will guide you. If it's 2 marks, you answer with respect to both commodities. But if it's 1 mark, you are going to ignore the product that you are given, and then you calculate for the product that is not given. So at 1.3.1, what is the combination, the opportunity cost of combination C? You go to C. It will be what? What will be the answer?
we'll have 100 minus 40 for tomatoes,
Yes,
which
and
is
the answer will
20.
yes.
Will be 20, and then we'll have 100 minus 80 for cabbages. And then in conclusion, we'll say the opportunity cost of combination C is 20 kg tomatoes and 60 head cabbages.
That is perfect. Did you get the same answer? 60 and 20.
Yes.
You see, Peter, if you just write 60 and 20, it will be wrong. You will say opportunity cost for combination C is 60 what? 60 heads of cabbages and 20 kgs of tomatoes. Then you get your 2 marks. 1.3.2. What is the opportunity cost of producing 90 heads of cabbages? Mamufelo, machine, I can see your hand is up.
75
It's a fault.
tomatoes.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, what are you saying? Your mic is on.
No.
Your hand is up.
Yes, I just wanted to ask if we are supposed to show the calculations.
Yes. I'm sorry. You can show the calculations, but they are not going to mark them. They are only going to mark your interpretation of saying the opportunity cost of producing, of combination C is 60 heads of cabbages and 20 kgs of tomatoes. 1 mark for 60 heads of that one, and then 20 kgs of tomatoes. 1.
Thank you.
Yes. 1.3.2. Okay, yes, we are on 1.3.2. What is the opportunity cost of producing 90 heads of cabbages? You go and check where there is 90 heads of cabbages. Which combination is it?
E.
Good, it's combination E. So are we going to answer in terms of cabbages?
No.
No.
We answer in terms of tomatoes. So calculate an opportunity cost of tomatoes.
75 kg.
Yes, you will say, when you interpret, you will say, the opportunity cost of producing 90 heads of cabbages is 75 kgs of tomatoes. Now you are ready. Tebogo, your answer is correct. Says Tebogo, your answer is correct. But don't write 70 kgs of tomatoes alone. You say the opportunity cost of producing 90 heads of cabbages is that answer. 1.3.3, what is the opportunity cost of producing 95 kgs of tomatoes? Which one are we going to use? Which product are we going to use?
Cabbage.
Good. So which combination is it?
B.
Combination B. Good. You are ready. Now, what is the opportunity cost?
8.
Good. The opportunity cost of producing 95 kgs of tomatoes is 80 heads of cabbages. Then you get all your marks. What is the economic meaning of combination G?
Unattainable combination.
Good. But you are not going to get those 2 marks by just saying that alone. Even if they don't tell you to further explain, you explain. What do you mean when you say it's unattainable? It means that at that operation, farmers, it is a desire of each farmer to operate at that combination, but it is not achievable. It is not reachable. No one can ever reach that point due to the scarcity of resources. So resources are scarce. All farmers wish to operate at combination G, but it's not possible for them to operate at that point because of scarcity. That's perfect. Game 043, you are ready. I foresee a distinction. So we are done with that question. Let's go back to 1.2. Money is regarded as a factor of production.
You're breaking.
Yes. Am I breaking? Didn't you hear the interpretation of 1.3.4?
We heard you.
Okay, thank you. 1.2, money is regarded as a factor of production. Yeah, money is a factor of production. That is what they are saying. Do you agree with this statement? Is money a factor of production?
No.
So your answer
It's
will
not.
support your answer with reasons. You are going to support your answer with different reasons. Don't give me an answer now. Don't give me the reason why money is not considered as a factor of production. You will write it on your own. So 1 mark will be given to no, then the remaining 2 marks for the reason. I gave you reasons, many reasons. You will write them and using your own English. Don't use my English because someone is going to copy it as it is. And then when they are going to mark, they will see what these students think the same way. It's surprising. So 1.1, the demand and supply curve are given as follows. Calculate the price and the quantity exchanged in this market and illustrate it on the graph. You are told that you are supposed to calculate the equilibrium price. You are calculating the equilibrium price and quantity exchange. What do you know about equilibrium? Those who did physical sciences, what do you know about equilibrium? If you did not do physical sciences, you did EMS in grade 9. We were doing equilibrium point. What is equilibrium point? I'm listening. Equilibrium is a point of balance. So in economics, equilibrium is a point whereby the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied. We are left with less than 10 minutes. We are going to leave for the last time and then we rejoin for the last time. I promise this is the last session. When you calculate, you will say at equilibrium, QD is equal to QS. Because I told you that equilibrium is a point of balance. It is a state of balance. It is a point where the quantity demanded is equal to the quantity supplied. That is why we say, when you calculate 1.1.1, you will say QD equals QS. And then you are going to substitute the QD and the QS. You are given the functions there. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes.
You calculate, you will equate your QD to QS. And then your QD is given as 124 minus 4P. You will substitute QD by 124 minus 4P. And then your QS is negative 60.3P. You substitute it here. And then you are going to group like terms together. You are going to add like terms together and then you solve for P. Good. So you find the value of P. What is the value of P?
20.
It's correct. The answer is 20. The value, if you make the subject, the P, the subject, the formula, you get 20 as your answer. Then from there, you have the value of P. And P is in all these equations, QD and QS. You can choose. You choose to substitute your P in any of these, in QS or in QD. Then you will get the equilibrium quantity. So you will get the same answers. Even if you use both equations, you will get the same answer. So someone got 44 as the answer. Do you all get 44?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Those who are using QD, when they substitute P, they will get 44. Same applies to those who are using QS. So one other thing I would like to explain is that if you check these functions here, both QD and QS, they are linear. They are a straight line equation, which is what we know from high school and what we know from statistics. The one I was teaching you last year is mx plus c. Do you all agree? And you know that in math, y denotes the predicted variable or the estimated variable or whatever we wish to explain, whereas m is the gradient or the slope of your curve. So meaning that the slope of the quantity demanded function is negative. That is why here you see us having a -4 as the value of m. So the gradient is negative. It means that your demand curve will always slant this way, or demand curve is always negatively sloped. Why is that the case? That comes as a result of the law of demand and supply. So it's the law of demand that makes the slope of the demand curve to be negative. What does the law of demand state? The law of demand states that ceteris paribus, or when other factors remain unchanged, or when other factors or all other factors are not changed or remain unchanged, the quantity demanded for a particular product will increase if its price decreases. But if the price of that particular product decreases, the quantity demanded will increase. If the price increases, the quantity demanded will decrease. Ceteris paribus. That is the law of demand. We demand more as consumers when the price is low. That is because we want to maximize our objective. We want to realize our objective. We want to maximize utility. And then the slope of a supply curve. The supply curve always slopes upward. It slants that way. Why? It's because of the law of supply, which states that suppliers are willing to supply more of a particular good when its price is good. I mean, so when its price is higher. Why do we supply more into the market when the price is high? Because we want to make a lot of profit. That is the objective of producers or the objective of suppliers. So the slope of a supply curve is positive. It shows that there is a direct relationship between the quantity of a product and its price. If the price increases, if the price increases, the quantity demanded will also increase. If the price drops, the quantity supplied will also drop. This is what I'm trying to say in terms of the quantity, in terms of the supply curve. Suppliers are supplying more into the market when the price is high so that they can make a lot of profit. They supply more when the price is low because they know they are going to make a loss. But consumers buy more when the product they buy more when the product is low and buy less when the product is higher. Know those laws. So we have calculated our QD and QS, equilibrium quantity and equilibrium price. We got the equilibrium price as 20 and the equilibrium quantity as 44. So make sure that you write your answer in units at the end. Your price should be in units. You will say it's 20 rands, for example. So the equilibrium price is 20 rands. And then you draw your graph. This will be your graph, and then this line should be broken. This one here that moves from the vertical axis to the equilibrium point, and then even this one should be broken to indicate the price of then the quantity of food. You are supposed to have point of origin here. When labeled X's, your quantity, price, and you must also label your X's. This is a supply curve. Yes, I'm asking the question. This is a demand curve.
Tumelo,
Yes.
Tumelo, how did you get 44?
Yes.
How did you get 44?
They're just giving you answers. No, they are teaching us. Like, it's not like a class.
What is the question?
How did you get 44?
I think the other thing is that you don't know the things. Yes. So I was trying to explain, like teaching.
No, someone's mic is on and it's disturbing. I want to hear someone who is asking the question.
Ever since from
Can we please mute the mics? Yes. Who was asking the question?
How did you get 44?
Okay. 44. Do you understand how to get 20 as the value of P?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are going to
Yes.
take that value of P, you substitute in any of the functions, any that you want, QD or QS. Then you will get the equilibrium quantity. If you choose to use QD, you substitute P by 44, I mean to say by 20, you will get 44. If you use QS, you will get the same. We are left with less than 1 minute. Once the session kicks us out, we rejoin, and then we are going to conclude our session. So any other question?
You substitute, then you get what?
You substitute the value of P in any of the QD or QS to get the equilibrium quantity. Do you understand?
Then after,
Yes, yes.
Okay. We will meet in the next 45 minutes.